and welcome back. I feel like it's been a minute and it hasn't, it's only been a week, but I feel like it's been a minute. But I just thought I'd do like a little pregnancy update video, give you a little bit more of an insight to the journey, how it all, well not how it all happened, you don't need to know that much. But just a little bit more of an insight to my pregnancy. Also, I'm aware my nose is very red, it's sunburnt. I was at the beach yesterday and didn't have any sun cream on, just so you know. I've got a few questions, so I thought I would just go through, answer them and let you know a little bit more about the journey. The first thing that I do want to update you on, I am currently 17 weeks pregnant. She's the size of a coconut and she is kicking. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. All morning she's been kicking. I felt like the tiniest little one, like it was so exciting. Probably should have videoed it actually, but it was so exciting. I wasn't sure if it was actually a kick though, just felt weird. And then it literally felt as if like my hand was here and she like fully pushed against my hand. I was like, okay, that was definitely a kick. And then now I just feel them all the time. This morning she was very wriggly. I was getting lots of kicks this morning. I don't know what she was doing, dancing in there. She's going to be a dancer, just like her mum and her aunties. Yeah, I just thought that there's a little update. 17 weeks pregnant was when I would say she started kicking. Also, I might have to take a lot of water breaks because I'm not feeling very well today. I think the heat, being pregnant in the heat, no one warned me that feeling. It is intense. Let's get into some questions. When did you find out that you were pregnant? Believe it or not, I can't remember the exact date. I think it was the 27th of March that I actually found out that I was pregnant. I was 4 weeks pregnant when I found out. I was in London. I didn't find out in London, but I knew when I was in London, and I was telling my sister the whole time, I'm definitely pregnant, and she's like, no, it's fine, like you're overthinking it. And I was pregnant. Come home, my mum made a joke about us being pregnant, and I was like, okay, definitely need to take a test now. Took my test. There it is, the two lines on my test, positive, and that's how it all happened. How did you feel when you first found out about your pregnancy? Okay, so I feel I've got it on video. I don't think I've got the whole video anymore, but when you see people on YouTube reacting to it and they are like screaming and jumping for joy, I didn't feel like that because it didn't feel real. Like I just had this test that was now positive, but I didn't feel pregnant at all. So it felt strange. And then there was things like, obviously I was telling people and it was like changing around us, but inside I didn't feel different. So it was just a weird feeling, really. A good feeling. I'm sorry, there's a fly flying around. I do apologise, I've got my window wide open. It was quite emotional, I think. I think it's quite an emotional thing to find out. And because you don't feel pregnant, you feel like so much has changed, but you're still just you. So it's such a weird feeling. How did I tell Connor? So Connor was actually at work the day that I found out I was pregnant. So I was just texting him all day, like, how's your day been? And he was, weirdly enough, having quite a stressful day at work, which was just really funny. Well, it's not funny, but it is. And I said to him when he got home, I said, you need to ring me now. He's like, Chloe, I've just got home, I'm really tired. Can I just have a minute? I'll ring you when I've sorted myself out. I'm like, no, you need to ring me right now. I've got something to tell you. So he calls me and I just say, I've took a test and it's positive. The thing is as well, I couldn't say, oh, I'm pregnant because I didn't feel pregnant at the time. So I told everyone I've took a test and it's positive. Which is quite funny looking back because I definitely was pregnant, obviously. But yeah, I just said I took a test and it's positive. Next question. How did Connor react to the news? He was quite shocked. Well, he said he wasn't shocked on the phone, he said, but I'm not really that surprised. But then continued to act surprised for like the next 3 days. I think he would just sort of felt the same as me. It was quite overwhelming and it's such a big thing to hear and it sort of doesn't feel real, so you don't really know how you're supposed to react. It's hard to answer that question without being here because I don't fully know the ins and outs of every single emotion that he felt. But I would say he felt quite shocked. I would say shocked. who else did I tell about my pregnancy? I told quite instantly. I told my mum, my dad, both my grandparents, my older siblings, and can't remember who else. I think Connor told his parents quite straight away. Well, I know that he told them straight away. So they found out round about the time all my family found out. But I only told like really, really immediate family. Apart from my younger brothers and sisters, which obviously I wanted to tell them straight away, but they live so far away from me, so I wasn't there, and I wanted to tell them in person because I wanted it to be really exciting for them. So I went up to my dad's and told them later. Just need a H2O break. I just brushed my teeth so that tastes a bit not very nice. Oh, this is interesting. What was your first trimester like? It was an experience, let me tell you that. Very hormonal, very emotional, very overwhelming. Have I used that word yet? I think because I struggled a lot with my sickness and then a lot with my fatigue and my tiredness. That was what made it hard for me, as well as obviously letting it all sink in that I'm actually going to have a baby. We weren't planning to have a child, so it was a bit of a shock, but a good shock. I wouldn't have it any other way. I can't wait to be a mum. So I think it was just a lot of taking it in, a lot of preparing, a lot of mentally preparing. If you've ever been pregnant before, you'll know, like, well, everyone's experience is so different, so it's so hard to say. But I can imagine everyone would agree that your first trimester isn't always easy, just with how insane your hormones are. Just remember to take a minute for you, give yourself some time. What does my workout routine look like during pregnancy? I actually don't work out anywhere near as much as what I used to. I was a dancer, well, I am a dancer, still am. I am a dancer, so obviously I was dancing quite a lot in the studio at work and stuff, and I felt like I couldn't do that. I'm very health conscious and very anxious about what I do because I'm worried about anything going wrong, so I'm very, very cautious. I would say I walk a lot. I do still dance a lot around the house, which, you know what, everyone always used to ask me how I'm small, and I think that's it. I just always have music on. I'm always dancing around the house. That hasn't changed. I just can't do it as much because, let me tell you, when that uterus expands and starts pushing into your ribs, I mean, the baby's just not quite pushed into my ribs yet, but my uterus certainly has. I can't breathe anywhere near as much as what I used to be able to breathe. But my breath is like instantly gone now when I exercise, which is so weird for me. So I would just say a lot more relaxed, but it is still happening. When did I first start to show? I would say now. Let me show you. Here she is. How cute. It looks bigger when I do that with my trousers. There's the baby. Can't wait for her to like kick on camera. If you know me, this is my hip bone. My hip bones, my stomach has always been in line with my hip bones. Now it's not like that at all. But it is still a tiny bump compared to what most people's look like. And everyone is like, you don't look like you're showing at all. And I'm on the inside like, just let me have it. To me, that is such a big bump. So just let me have it. Are you having a boy or a girl? I am having a baby girl. Obviously, I said it was a girl from the beginning, didn't I? And I just knew that it was a girl. Do I have a name? I don't have a name, but I have ideas for names. All my family are major Beatles fans, so we're trying to think of something to incorporate the Beatles in, and my brother John is named after John Lennon. I think it would be really sweet if she is also named after a Beatles song similar to Uncle John, which I just think is really, really cute. So I don't know whether to give names away because I don't know if I'm going to start liking them. If I really like them, I don't want anyone to know our name before I've chose it. I don't know whether to give it. I might save that. Let me know if you want to know my name ideas, and I'll think about doing that as a separate video. Do I have any fears? I don't have any fears about being a mum. I'm pretty ready for that, I think. I mean, I don't think you can be fully ready for it until you're there and you're actually doing it. I very much have an attitude of I don't know until I'm experiencing it, so what's the point in having a phobia about it? I just hope, I'm not nervous for the labour, but I hope that everything goes smoothly, and I hope that she is safe and happy and healthy. That's all that really matters to me, as long as everything with her is okay. But yeah, I think I'm more so nervous about getting my body back to how it used to be, and I know it's not going to be exactly how I used to look, but I think that's probably my only concern, which is probably a good thing, to be honest, because at least I'm not overly stressed about anything else. I am also trying to move out, which is quite stressful because I don't know where to move to. So that is quite stressful, but you can't be stressed when you're pregnant, so it is really hard. I suppose I have quite a few things that I'm nervous about. The financial side of it is quite daunting, but I know that it's all going to work out, so we're going to be good. I'd say my fears aren't too intense, I think. My next question is, what are my pregnancy must-haves? I only have one, which is stuck throughout my pregnancy so far, and that is water. I've had to start buying, it's now flavoured water that I love, but at least it's still water. I am obsessed. I can't get through the day without drinking it. If I don't have it and I need a drink, I will be sick if I don't have water. So I would definitely say to anyone that's pregnant to stay hydrated. That was pretty much a little life update for now. Let me know if you want to know any baby names. I was actually thinking as well whether to do like a live stream where we can have a bit more of a chat. If there's anybody else that's pregnant out there that wants to have a talk about what they're going through as well, I'd be interested to know. So let me know if you'd be interested in that. If you do actually like this video too, just press that little subscribe button because it really helps the channel. And I will see you next week. Bye!